And I guarantee you, if he gave the Pelicans another shot at that draft, they might be taking Ja. I would take Ja. Zion has missed probably three of his first 4 seasons. Hey, we live now, really. What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode on the Golden Gems with a Z podcast. Yes, make sure you sending these gems to your mama, your daddy friend, brother friend of another friend, and little Jimmy and little Timmy and little Johnny who stay across the street. Make sure you send this to them. Send this to everybody. All right. Stop keeping all these gems to yourself. All right. Share the love, share the wealth. But hey, without further ado, you know what it is. You read the title. It is Sports Talk with Relly. Yes, we here for another segment. Today, we hitting on the NBA. And then after we hit on the NBA, we switching to the NFL. Today, just 2 sports. NBA, NFL. I got some other sports maybe coming for y'all soon. We're going to see. Y'all stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. I know y'all read the title, man. That boy Ja, he said he kept the receipts. That boy Ja said he coming back with vengeance. That boy Ja said he ain't playing with y'all boys. That boy Ja said, oh yeah, y'all think it's sweet. Y'all gonna suspend me? Watch this. That boy Ja. Hey, in that first game back, that boy hit a game winner. Buzzer beater. No time left on the clock. 34 points. Yeah, he only put up like maybe almost 7-8 points in the first half. But in the second half, going for 27 points. Okay, Ja. So if you don't know, Ja Morant plays for Memphis. He is a player that's been suspended now a few times. And he has, without a doubt, let's say that. He is, without a doubt, top 10 player in the NBA, period. Top 10 player in the NBA. The question wasn't about whether or not he could play, because he can play. You drafted second overall after Zion, which we're going to touch on that in a little bit. But he was drafted second overall. The question ain't if Ja Morant can play ball. That boy can play. We know he nice. The question is, what is your behavior like off the court? How are you acting off the court? Are you a role model off the court? You understand? So with Ja Morant, man, it's interesting, very interesting, because he's at that stage where he has to make a decision. He has to make a decision on what truly matters to him and what he wants. Ja Morant, I'm rooting for you, my guy. I want you to be the league MVP. I want you to win a couple championships. I want you to be the face of the league one day. But it starts now. Just like you did last night. After missing 25 games, being suspended, that's how you respond. That's how you bounce back to adversity. That's how you say, oh yeah, bet y'all been counting me out. Watch this. Don't let him get, right now, Memphis. Let's see if I can pull up their record real quick, because I don't have their record. Right now, Memphis is sitting at the bottom of the pack. Memphis is garbage right now. Let's see if I can pull up their record. Sorry, y'all. Usually I have all this on standby, but, your boy, it be like that sometimes. So Memphis right now, they're sitting at 7-19. 7-19. So right now they are out of the playoff. If the playoffs were to start tomorrow, they wouldn't make the playoffs. But if that boy Ja Morant comes back, plays how he's played last night, consistently, puts games together, wins games for this team, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if the boys they ain't going to make a run in the playoffs, but they're going to make it to the playoffs, because they don't have Steven Adams no more. They don't have Dylan Brooks. They missing some key players from that team last year to where that team, you feel me, they made a nice solid run deep in the playoffs, until they versed, LeBron and them boys. But that's another topic for another day. But anyway, with Ja Morant, man, I know a lot of people got on his back, said a lot of different things. We always knew he can play ball, but it's just your character, man. How you going to carry yourself off the court? We know you can play. So now let's see if you can keep this up. Hell of a way to come back your first game after being suspended. Now let's see if you can keep the same pace and get them boys in the playoffs. Because right now you're sitting at 7-19. It's gonna be a hell of a climb back. But if he do it, hey, we might be looking at not the next. We might be looking at the next young superstar. You feel me? On that LeBron. Nah, I'm capping. I ain't gonna even say all that. He might be on the. I'm not. I don't know where I will put Ja Morant's trajectory yet. I don't know where I would put it right now. So we're gonna have to come back to that because I don't know where I would put his trajectory. Because he's a great talented player, but will they be able to give him the pieces around him so he can eventually win a championship? Because that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna compare him to other greats who who has won a championship. Let me say that. I was gonna compare him to greats who have won a championship, but I don't want to do that. And I'm sorry, y'all. I am a little bit under the weather. I got a head cold right now, so please forgive your boy. All right, I'm trying. I know you can hear it a little bit in my voice, but you can't hear that much because I'm trying my best. All right, but anyway, let's move on, man. Ja Morant, SOU, keep on playing. How you playing? Next topic in the NBA. So, the Lakers. What the hell is going on with the Lakers? I talked about them last time, but the Lakers, guess who they lost to last night? My Bulls. Why the hell is the Lakers losing to the Bulls? Why the hell is the Lakers losing right now after winning the in-season tournament and hanging that ball? I don't want to curse. It's too early in the video to start cursing, but they hung up that BS banner. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we want championships in LA. You give a fuck about an in-season tournament? But they still hung the banner. They still won. So I guess, hey, it is what it is. You understand me? So we can't make too much, I guess, nonsense about the in-season banner that they put up. But the Lakers have now dropped 3 straight games since the in-season tournament. They lost to the Spurs. They lost to the Knicks the other night, even when LeBron put up a triple dub. But his plus minus was horrible. He was like -9 or 13 or something crazy like that in the plus minus. So he played well, obviously, because he had a triple bubble. But him playing well didn't really help the team. You understand? If you plus minus is different. I might bring up plus minus sometimes, but it's sometimes hard to understand if you don't really watch sports. So plus minus just means how well were you playing on the court when you were on the court with your team, if that makes sense. But anyway, the Lakers have now lost 3 straight games since the in-season tournament. I don't know if they are exhausted, which Darvin Ham said they've been playing a lot of road games. I don't know if they just need a break. But last night you lost to the Bulls. LeBron put up 25. LeBron putting up his numbers. Anthony Davis had 14 rebounds. LeBron damn near had another triple-double, 9 assists. Like, the box score looked good, but you can't be losing to the Bulls. Don't get me wrong. I love my Chicago Bulls. I love Chi-Town. You feel me? The city that Michael built. You feel me? But y'all can't be losing to the Bulls. Y'all LA just came off the in-season tournament. Losing 3 straight games is not a good look. Got to go ahead, bounce back, get in a rhythm. I mean, Anthony Davis, he did put up 19 and 14 last night. LeBron had 25, 9, and 10, but his plus minus, like I said, was horrible. So LeBron almost had a triple-double. LeBron has been putting up numbers. LeBron is looking like his ass is fucking still 25. You feel me? LeBron doing what he's supposed to do, but now it's everybody else. LeBron got all these boys hyped to play in this in-season tournament, but now it's like they done fell off a little bit. Okay, maybe let them get a nice little break. Let them go home, relax a couple days, get a couple days off, and maybe they're going to bounce back. But I know they've been on the road, but that ain't no goddamn excuse to be losing to the Knicks and the goddamn Bulls. And the Spurs? Come on now. With that big-ass Wembley boy? Come on. Sorry. Excuse me. But yeah, man, come on, man. You got to do better than that, LA. I love my Lakers, but hey, come on, man. Come on, we got to be better. You know, my Bucks still winning. As of the Dame, I saw you damn near put up almost 40 the other night. The Bucks still doing it Bucks things. Boston looking pretty good. Golden State doing Golden State things, not looking really well every single night since Draymond has been suspended indefinitely. Yes, Draymond, that boy is suspended indefinitely. So that means until further goddamn notice. But it was a good game, though, between the Lakers and the Celtics the other night that went into overtime. You know, just touching on another game. I'm interested to see how well Golden State continues to play without Draymond and also how well they play when Draymond comes back. Because them playing Boston and taking them to overtime and still getting that dub, that is a hell of a feat. You feel me? Even though it was a couple nights ago, but hey, they still balling. The boys still playing. So Golden State, if y'all can keep on this trajectory, and if y'all win without Draymond is going to be shipped out of there before the end of the season. They might trade Draymond before the trade deadline. You feel me? So, hey, it's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting in the NBA. Before that trade deadline, it's going to be it's going to be not a lot of couple. It's going to be a couple moves that happens that I think might surprise people. I won't get into in depth into it, but hey. And then the crazy part is with the Lakers, the team that they beat just gave up like 150 some points in the so the Lakers beat the Pacers in the in-season tournament. And then the Pacers the other night, they just gave up 159 points to the Clippers. What the hell is going on? Come on, LA. Come on. That in-season tournament. Hey, looking a little suspect now. Come on now. Y'all got to go ahead and keep winning. Keep on. Hey, come on. I don't know if y'all need rest. You figure something out. But hey, we in LA. That in-season tournament. Hey, come on. Let's go. You understand me? LeBron, AD. Let's get right. Now, one last topic that has to do with the NBA is in the draft a few years ago when Zion Williamson was taken number 1 and Ja Morant was taken number 2. Who will you take today? If the draft was today and you had to draft Zion Williamson again and Ja Morant, who you taking number 1 and who you taking number 2? Me personally, number 1, I'm taking that boy Ja. Even with all off the court baggage, I'm taking that boy Ja. Because at the end of the day, that boy can play. That boy, besides the suspensions, besides the off the court issues, that boy is on the court. That boy has taken his team to the playoffs multiple times. Zion Williamson, this is his first season. They say he's still not in shape. I'm still hearing rumors about him. Shit, the Pelicans missed the whole season. Whoa, I'm going to have to blurt that out. The Pelicans paid that boy Zion Williamson after he missed the whole season. Still paid him a contract extension. Still enabled my guy. Why you think he ain't listening to y'all? Y'all already paid him. Why you think he don't want to lose that weight? He don't got to in his eyes. He good. You give me $100 million. Boy, what? I wish you would say something to me. You hear me about my body. Why you giving me money then? It's a different dynamic going on right now. And I guarantee you, if you gave the Pelicans another shot at that draft, they might be taking Ja. I would take Ja. Zion has missed probably three of his first 4 seasons. He's only played a total of maybe less than 75 games total. And he's been in the league for 3-4 years. The proof is in the pudding, man. I will take Ja Morant in all the off-the-court issues. He will still get my team to the playoffs. He will still be a bucket. And all I have to do is surround him with pieces. Right now, if I'm being real, Zion probably the most athletic player on the Pelicans. But is he the best player on the Pelicans? No. That boy Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum. I don't think Zion even the best player on the Pelicans right now. I'm not saying that not the most athletic player. He is the most athletic, the most dominant on that team. But is he the best, though? With Brandon Ingram, CJ. I'm just saying. So anyway, we can move on from that topic, but comment down below. Y'all let me, would you take, so if the draft was happening again today, would you take Zion again over Ja Morant, or would you take Ja Morant over Zion? Comment down below. I'm interested. That is a topic that I want us to talk about next episode, so please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. All right, now, without further ado, I know what y'all all came here for. You came here to talk that NFL sports talk with your boy Relly. And guess what? I got some NFL talk for you. I got that NFL talk for you. You understand me? Tonight, you got the Saints, the New Orleans Saints matching up with the LA Rams. This is an important game because the LA Rams still they in a wild card hunt. Them boys still trying to make the playoffs. Matthew Stafford, he been coming along these last few games, actually playing like he got some goddamn sits out there in LA. You know, since they came off that Super Bowl, Matthew Stafford, he been looking, yeah, but he also was injured and stuff like that, so I ain't gonna hold it against him. But tonight, they playing the Saints. Derek Carr. Boy, I don't know. I don't know if I really trust you like that, my guy. But we're going to see what Derek Carr and them boys do. But tonight's game, I'm going to take the Rams because I feel like the Rams defense, they're going to make a few more plays. And I feel like that Raiders offense, that Saints offense, they will score. They will put up points. But how did that defense play tonight against the Rams? The Rams got a good defense. Offense been suspect. The Saints got a good defense. Offense been suspect. Same thing on both sides. So how would they end up matching up tonight? It's going to be interesting. Thursday Night Football. Hey, go ahead, tune in. It's going to be a good game. I feel like it's going to be a really good game. But I am taking the Rams, like I said. All right? Like I said, the Saints, we're going to see if they make the playoffs because right now they're in the running to win that division with the Tampa Bay Bucks. And with the Tampa Bay Bucks, that boy Baker Mayfield threw 4 touchdowns just last week. That boy threw 4 TDs. Perfect QBR rating up there in Lambeau in the cold. Well, it ain't cold, but you feel me, it was a little chilly. But boy, you ain't doing that in December in Lambeau, throwing 4 touchdowns, perfect QB rating. Hey, Baker Mayfield, boy, I done talked about you a few times on here, boy. Hey, you looking good, my guy. You ain't replacing that boy at TB12. Hey, you can't replace him. That boy irreplaceable. But I'm liking what the Bucks are doing. I'm liking Baker Mayfield. I'm liking some of the changes. I'm liking they had to sit my favorite guy, Devin White, down and go ahead and had to put somebody else in there. I'm liking some of the things that they're doing because I really like the Tampa Bay Bucks. They just won a Super Bowl a couple years ago, just like the Rams, just like all these other teams. But how will you continue to finish out the season, and will you be able to win that division and then also go into the playoffs and maybe win a couple games or win a game? I just want them to win a game because then, the future might be not bright, but you might be able to see a little ray of sunshine down there in Tampa. Just saying. So we're going to see what that boy we're going to see what that boy Baker Mayfield do and how them and the Saints play because they playing each other that final game of the season. So whoever wins that division gonna come down to that final game. So just be prepared for that. But like I said, tonight I'm expecting the Saints to lose to the Rams, and I am expecting the Rams to go on and continue to do their thing and get back in that, get back to winning consistently. Let's just say that for the Rams. Next game, Bengals, Steelers. I'm going with the Bengals. The Steelers, I don't know, man. I don't know. With Pickett. And I think that boy Joe Burrow is still injured. So I don't think he's going to play this game. But with this game specifically, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bengals. The Bengals have just been looking a lot better than the Steelers. The Steelers have been inconsistent. That defense, of course, is going to be always good, but that offense is suspect. Yeah, you got Najee Harris and you got some pieces, but that defense is just suspect to me on the Steelers. I mean, not on the Steelers. That offense is suspect on the Steelers for me. So I'm going with the Bengals. I don't want to touch on that game too much. Bills, Chargers. Man, the Chargers, I don't know what the hell happened to them this year. I was expecting the Chargers to make a deep playoff run this year. But they've been looking garbage. Ass, water, butt, buns, everything under the sun. They've been looking trash. Hey, if it was some more words to explain how bad they've been looking, I would explain it because they got the talent. We expecting them boys to make a deep run in the playoffs this year. The Chargers, yes, we expecting them to take that next leap. But Justin Herbert, that defense, even the offense, I don't know. Chargers, hopefully y'all come back in next year and y'all fire that head coach and y'all come back and look like an actual team next year who can compete for a championship. Who knows? Because I thought y'all was going to do that this year. But I'm going with the Bills. The Bills just came off a nice-ass win against the Cowboys. Cowboys, they cannot stop the goddamn run, and I'm happy the Bills exposed their ass for that. But anyway, next game, Browns, Texans. So Bills, Chargers, I'm taking the Bills. Browns, Texans. Like I said, I'm taking the Browns have been looking good since that boy Deshaun ain't been playing. They has been finding some ways to win, goddammit. The Browns have been finding some ways to win. That boy Joe Flacco saying, fuck it. Hey, I'm old as hell, but hey, I can still throw that motherfucker a little bit. And that boy Joe Flacco keeping him afloat. So who knows? Maybe Deshaun might come back before the end of the season. They said he gonna go. He had to have season end of surgery. Maybe if they make the playoffs, who knows? But I feel like they setting him up for the future. And if Deshaun can come back next year, stay healthy, I'll fuck around, might pick the Browns, not for a Super Bowl contender, not a Super Bowl pick next year, but I would expect them to make a deep run in the playoffs next year because they 9-6 without Deshaun Watson for these last few games. Joe Flacco been keeping them afloat. The offense is still looking somewhat slight. That defense looking good. We're going to see how they finish off the season, though. All right? Next couple games. All right? Sorry. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm fighting. I'm fighting it. Cardinals, Bears. Going with the Bears. Bears have been trying to win. The Cardinals, they've been looking suspect consistently. Kyler Murray's ass. I will always say that. I don't like Kyler Murray. I don't like his personality. I don't like him as a player. He might be a good person in real life. So, Kyler Murray, if you ever see this, I mess with you kinda if I came across you, if I, met you. But anything I didn't heard, you as a player, you just not my cup of tea, my guy. But I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying you, not a great football player because you're in the league. Hey, obviously you've been doing something right, but you're just not my cup of tea, my guy. So I'm going with the Bears. Bears keep on winning. Got those picks coming up in the. I want to touch on the Bears a lot coming up soon, but not right now. I love my Bears, so we gonna go ahead and keep talking about the Bears here soon. Broncos, Patriots. I'm on the Broncos. Patriots, yeah, they didn't win a couple games, but this offseason got to, like I said last podcast, they got to make some changes. They got to do fucking something. This offseason, the Patriots have to do something to get that offense, get some more weapons, get that defense together, get some talent on that team. So, obviously, I'm taking the Broncos, and the Broncos still trying to make the playoffs, so we're going to see how Russell plays because they got to play good if they still want to have a shot at them playoffs. Next game, Commanders, Jets. Both teams are ass. Both teams are garbage. Both teams I don't like. But got to talk about them. We'll go with this game. I'm going to go with the Commanders. Just because. I kind of want to go with the Jets, but I don't really like Zach Wilson. And I just want to go with the Commanders because I like their defense. They got some dogs on that defense. And I really respect their defense. So I'm going to go with the Commanders. All right, next game. Seahawks, Titans. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Seahawks pulled off a crazy-ass win against the Cowboys. I'm not against the Cowboys, against the Eagles. Excuse me, my bad, y'all. The Seahawks pulled off a crazy win against. Wow. Ooh, all right, y'all. Hey, your boy's starting to sweat a little bit. Your boy's starting to get a little flustered. All right, so bear with me. All right, the Seahawks, like I was saying, they just beat the Eagles last week. So I'm expecting them to keep that trajectory going. And I'm expecting them to not shock some teams when they make it, because they're going to make it to the playoffs. They're going to be that wild card. But I don't know. I'm expecting the Seahawks to just shock some teams, man. Because they don't have no quit. Them boys will play the fuck out of you. They don't have quit this year. And I'm thinking, come to playoffs, if they get in, I fuck around. They might shock a team in the first round or two. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's just my prediction. I like the Seahawks. But I am taking the Seahawks over the Titans. All right, guys. I got to end this because I'm feeling the sickness coming on. Colts, Falcons. Going with the Colts. Colts have been looking good. Falcons are ass. But the Falcons, I got hope for you next year. We talked about that. Hey, that defense coming together. Y'all get it. Hey, you need a quarterback. Trade for Justin Fields if we give up Justin Fields for Caleb Williams, the Chicago Bears I'm talking about. Trade for that boy. Because, hey, you get Justin Fields, that offense got a couple weapons. Defense looking. Hey, all I'm saying, Justin, he was in Georgia for a little second, you feel me, in college. They ain't give him a chance, so he had to transfer to Ohio. But, hey, that's another topic for another day. Send that boy back to Georgia, see what he can do. All right. Packers, Panthers. I'm going with the Packers. Lions, Vikings. Going with the Lions. Lions been looking good. I told you. The Vikings are ass, but the Lions will win this division. Lions have been playing good. They've been consistent. I like the Lions. I really do. But I still don't like them because they're in my division with the Bears. I can't fuck with them like that. But I like them against the Vikings because I don't like the Vikings. Anyway, next game. Jaguars, Buccaneers. I'm going with the Buccaneers because I feel like Baker Mayfield and, like I said, them Bucks, that defense in Tampa, they've been playing pretty well. So I'm expecting them to keep that going. So I'm going with the Bucks over the Jaguars. And then also Trevor Lawrence is still injured. So, that is what it is. Now, biggest game of the year that I really want to talk about. Not of the year, biggest game of the week. Cowboys, Dolphins. That boy Tyreek is still trying to go. That boy Tyreek is still trying to be in the running for league MVP. If he has a big last three games, that boy fuck around might get it. Because he's trying to go over 2,000 yards as a wide receiver. Hey, right now, that boy's close. He had 1,500. Who knows? Still got 3 games left. Who fucking knows? He needs about 400 some yards. Who knows? If he get it, give his ass an MVP. He got 12 touchdowns, damn near 1,500 yards receiving, damn near almost 100 receptions. Get that boy the MVP. But with this game, Cowboys versus the Dallas, I feel like the Cowboys will win this game because I feel like they're going to bounce back because they looked fucking atrocious against the Bills last week. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? The Cowboys been talking about Dak for MVP. We going to do this. We going to win the Super Bowl, all this. I told y'all, wait until the playoffs with these Cowboys. And them Cowboys, 1 week, they up here. Next week, that's y'all do too much goddamn talking. Y'all last saying we going to win. We going to do this, win that. No, the Cowboys will be Cowboys. They will do Cowboy things. Wait until the playoffs to see what the hell these Cowboys do. I'm telling you. Because last week, they laid an egg versus the Bills. So this week, I'm expecting them to bounce back against the Dolphins. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. I'm just going to say that. Next few games. Raiders-Chiefs. Going with the Chiefs over the Raiders. Fuck the Raiders. They trash. Eagles-Giants. Going with the Eagles to stop that because the Eagles have lost like 2-3 straight games. So I'm going with the Eagles to snap that losing streak against the Giants and win and continue to improve to 11-4. Ravens-49ers. This is the game that I wanted to talk about. MVP candidates playing in this game. Christian McCaffrey, MVP candidate. Then you also have Lamar Jackson, MVP candidate. And then you have Brock Purdy, MVP candidate. And with both these quarterbacks, Brock Purdy has almost thrown for 4,000 yards and has over almost 30 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, he has less than 20 passing touchdowns, but he has some rushing touchdowns in there. And he has almost 1,000 rushing yards on the season. For MVP, Christian McCaffrey has damn near 12 or 13 touchdowns. Over easy 1,000 rushing yards for the season. Hey, whoever wins this game, so Lamar Jackson coming in there, destroy them boys in San Francisco, get an MVP to Lamar. Now, Brock Purdy come in there, throw that boy around, throw that pick skin around that lot, and go crazy, throw about 4 touchdowns, get that boy the MVP. Christian McCaffrey, that boy run a couple touchdowns, catch a couple receiving touchdowns, get that boy the MVP. This game will be the topic of all next week because it will tell us who's going to win MVP in the league. Right now, the MVP, my 3 top candidates, Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and then Tyreek Hill in the bottom pack. So those are my MVP candidates for right now. This is a big week for every single candidate. Let's see who's going to take themselves over the top, and let's see who's going to win. But without further ado, that is the end of Sports Talk with Relly, because I don't even know if y'all can still see me, because my camera be tweaking sometimes. But if you can still see me, I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you're sending this to your mama, your daddy, your brother, sister, friend, Lil Jimmy, and Lil Timmy, who stay across the street. Make sure you're sending this to everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. Welcome back to the RellyGemz podcast. Hey, I love you. Keep coming back for more Sports Talk with Relly. And guess what? Hey, we out. Come back for more. Yeah, I got you. Hey, we live now, really.